Good morning and happy New Year and happy Winning Wednesday. I can actually say it's Winning Wednesday today because last week I did this on Tuesday and forgot what day it was. So uh, this we're actually on Wednesday and it is New Year. So I just wanted to pop in and say hi. How is everybody's New Year's going so far? My kids are all still passed out. I still woke up at 7, my normal time, but my normal sleep-in time, I should say. But um, New Year's is very interesting this year um, because there's a lot of energetic stuff going on with the celestial side of things. If you study it like astrology or anything like that, it was the second uh, new moon, which is technically what they call the black moon. So the second new moon of the month, and we're moving into Capricorn, which is my sun sign. But it's Capricorn is a lot about like the pushing, the doing, the getting things done energy. So that's what we're stepping into right now. So where we've been kind of like in a lull as far as energetically, as far as like what we were trying, like things that we were trying to manifest. It was a lot of building, um, with not really reaping a lot of the rewards. So now, as we're stepping into January, we're going to start reaping the rewards. We're going to start, harvesting the crops, as you could say, like the seeds that we planted are going to start growing. So, this is a really good time of year to not only like, everybody's setting resolutions, right? So, I say everybody, not everybody, but there's a lot of people that are out there that are setting goals or resolutions or, things that are in aspect to weight, in aspect to financial goals, they're in aspects to business goals. So this is the time of the year where a lot of that is being kicked up already. So as we're stepping into this energy, we're also going to start actually um, getting into that energy of reaping what we sow again. So we'll be able to the goals that we set actually get the rewards from them, which is great news. So the whole like manifestation timeline is going to start shifting now. So um what I was talking about in my email on Monday was we just released Guilt on my class, my month long class group call uh, last Saturday. So guilt is probably one of the biggest things that I see a lot of, especially women. Like a lot of women have guilt. If you're a mom, you know what that mom guilt is like, um, because you could do something one way and somebody else's opinion of it is completely different from you. So it's like you're basically balancing this act of never feeling like you're doing the right thing. Um, Constantly like, is this the best thing or is this the best thing? But if I do this over here, that person will judge me, or I do this over here, this other person will judge me. So there's not really it doesn't feel safe. It does not feel safe to have your own opinions or do things your own way. So when we're mixing this into the holidays with presents and spending time with people, yes, we can be very overwhelmed and that guilt can creep up. So this could come from like, not spending enough money on somebody or not getting the perfect present or like maybe they didn't enjoy their present, or maybe you went to this party but you didn't go to that party, or um, maybe you feel like you didn't do enough or give your kids the ultimate experience, or whatever. So when we're getting into this cycle of self-criticism or the cycle of guilt, we really want to break free from that cycle, that trap. So the biggest things are to really challenge those sky high expectations. So we put these big expectations on us, even like with to-do lists. Like um, if you're like me, every day I write down. I have a little journal that I write down in the morning, 3 things I'm grateful for, and at night I write down 3 things I'm grateful for. But I also have like, it's almost like a to-do list, but it's like a daily goal list. And for the goals, sometimes some of my days are like, I have my schedule is like bam, 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 bam. So, and then if I don't get to everything, then there's a cycle of shame or guilt, or like I feel like I didn't do enough. So really, like, you need to monitor your expectations of yourself, because for a human being, like, honestly, there should only be like on your to-do list like maybe 3 or 4 things. Anything beyond that is kind of, asking for it. But of course I understand, like, if you have like multiple client calls, but um it shouldn't be so packed that you're setting yourself up for failure. And, if you don't have a team of people working with you, if you don't have help, like, then that's even making it worse. That's even worse. So we want to monitor what our actual expectation of us is, ourselves. And then we want to practice compassion, self-compassion. Like, honestly, if we didn't get to everything, that's okay. We need to let ourselves know and actually believe that it's okay. And if we did something wrong, we made a mistake. We're human. Everybody makes mistakes. Um, you have a certain belief about yourself. Like, everybody, think about it this way: the highest earners in the world probably had some of the same beliefs that you did. They were just able to get past them. They were able to release them. They were able to maybe manage them in a different way. But every single top earner has had that feeling of not being good enough, that they're not worthy of the success, that, you know, fear of failure or fear of success, even. So, all of everybody has around the same beliefs, like the same roots, causes, the same emotions. That comes down to the same emotions that maybe is why they do something. So with that in mind, like, knowing that you're human and everybody else is human too, like, then you can give yourself some compassion. And then setting boundaries. Boundaries is a big thing. Um, you have to ask for what you need. And I know that just goes against the grain of everything that we were taught, that we should be selfless and that we should do things for others, and that, care more about people than we care about ourselves. But honestly, that's backwards. Like, if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. So set those boundaries, like, ask for what you need, say what you want. Don't tiptoe around things, because then that can make things worse. And then focus on gratitude. So again, like I said, I do a gratitude journal every day. I'm writing down 3 things I'm grateful for in the morning and 3 things I'm grateful for at night. So don't make it like a robotic thing. It's not another thing to put on your to-do list, but you could even be like outside walking and be like, I'm so grateful that the leaves are changing colors and I get to experience like all the different beautiful colors on the tree. Or, you know, I'm grateful that I woke up today. I'm grateful that, you know what? I'm in a house with heating and I have this comfy jacket and I can do my coaching calls from the couch right now. Like I'm grateful that I'm not working my 9 to 5. I'm grateful that I have food in my kitchen. There are tons of things to be grateful for. We just kind of lose sight of that, especially when we're chasing after the next big thing, the thing that we want and that we're not getting. We're hyper focused on that. But when you start to notice all the things that are around you that are, um, you know, causes to be grateful, then you live with a grateful heart. You live in gratitude, and then you start to attract more things to be grateful for. So, the law of attraction, right? So, the universe, it wants to give things to people that are grateful for the gifts the people that are receiving the gifts. If you're grateful for those gifts, then you will receive more gifts. So, just keep that in mind. Like, it's small, but it's something that you can practice always, all the time. And just remember that you're not alone. Again, we're all human. We've all gone through the same things. We've all, come from the same root causes, the same emotions that are behind things that we do. That being said, again, I am running my month-long program again, and I see I have a comment, but I can't see it. Let me look. But I'm running my program again because I last month was really cool and I really enjoyed it, and I felt like New Year's would be a great time to run it again so that people will start to get their resolutions in order and are actually able to hit their goals, and that it's probably like the perfect time of the year because again, we're in manifestation mode. Hey, good morning, Michelle. Okay, so I got to see you. I had to pull it up on my phone. But it's not showing up here. But this program again, so it's still in the beta, whatever trial period, I should say. And so I am, hey, good morning, Mel, and Happy New Year to you. So this program, I last month ran it for like 10 people, and I got really good results with them. It is essentially more of a general way that I do, like it's generalized. So because it's a group, we are doing energy releases, we're doing subconscious work, we're doing conscious coaching, and you do get like a little workbook, you get tasks to do in between, and you also get a one-on-one call with me. So this is essentially like a broader program for the stuff that I do with my one-on-one clients, where we get to dive deep into the emotions behind why you do things. Like there's 5 primary emotions that when you release them, when you release those emotions, when you release the limiting beliefs behind some of your belief systems, some of the things that might be holding you back, that may cause you to procrastinate or cause you to fall off a diet or not hit your goals, or really struggle to get into the entrepreneurship realm. So when you start to challenge these belief systems and you start to challenge these emotions that are behind it and release them, then you start to do things in a different way. You start to shed that old identity. Then you start to easily and effortlessly hit your goals. So again, it's more of a it's a broader month, and well, it's a broader program because it's a group program. Like, so it's not as much of the one-on-one detailed touch, but still, like, the people that went through it last month got great results, and I decided, no better time than to just run it again, and get the people that are looking to hit goals and start resolutions and all of that and start to manifest things. No better time to do it than the first of the year. So I am cutting that off today. So if you want to jump into that, this is the last time I'm going to do it at this price, and then it's going to become a 6-month program, and of course then the price goes up. So this is the last time to get in at the month-long program at the heavily discounted price, and I will be posting that in the comments. So if that is something that interests you, again, today is the last day to get it. We're going to do our first coaching call on Saturday. So I'm really excited. I really love seeing the transformations, and I'm really loving the feedback I'm getting from it as well. So if again, if you're thinking about it, talk to me. We can talk it through if you have any questions. But we're on a time crunch here. So that being said, I wish you all a very happy New Year. This is the perfect time to start to write down some of your goals that you want to hit for the next year. Circle back to them. Like, sometimes you'll write your goals down and you won't even ever touch that piece of paper again, but put it somewhere that you're going to see it, to remind yourself that it's there and that these are the goals that you wanted at the beginning of the year. And it's really fun to go back and look at the goals that you set out and see how many of your goals that you actually hit. I say fun, but sometimes you go back and you're like, I didn't hit that goal. But this this is how I work. I have this worked out where we're looking at the subconscious side of things so that you actually do hit your goals. Like, when you start to work in the subconscious layers, consciously, you're not even aware of what's going on in the background. And then when you start getting that momentum and you start working towards it, then it just hits automatically. And it's really cool to see that, because you don't even have to be consciously aware of it going on. It's just all happening in the background and restructuring itself and putting things in your timeline. So guys, I really appreciate you guys for being here live with me. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate you being in my community, and I will see you for the next call on Wednesday. Bye now.